Today marks 387 days your lessons to learn and continue to learn with you. But I hope these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about inner peace. Inner peace. And I was thinking about inner peace quite a lot, especially for the last couple of years. And I was thinking that inner peace is becoming more and more and more and more important. I realize there are so many things that I really thought is important, as a priority, maybe urgency. But I realize that one of the most important things in life is inner peace. Inner peace. It doesn't matter what's going on in life. I learned that inner peace could be your companion. Your companion. And I think that when you have that inner peace, that brings calmness, that brings joy, that brings bliss, that brings gratitude, that brings appreciation, right? That brings better attitude. And when all those things come into your life, what happens? What happens when all those things come into your life? All other areas of life get improved. Physical energy, the finances, relationships, all will get improved when you have inner peace. Now, again, this is a lot of times people say, when I will have something, when I will have money, when I will have something, then I will have inner peace. But that's not how it is. I truly believe that inner peace will come before you have everything. And that means that all the things that you potentially want is revealing what is inside. And I think that we were supposed to really want to reveal inner peace. I really love the analogy when you carrying in life, you carry the and when will someone will bump into you, like circumstances, other people, challenges, setbacks, when there will be a bump in the road, you will pour what is inside of your cup. And it might be that if someone person bumped at you, and in that cup there was a, let's say, that coffee that you will spill on that person, and they will, of course, will be disappointed as well. So in that cup, we can potentially carry anger, we can carry disappointment, we can carry a lot of negative emotions that we can spill on other people. But if you carry joy, bliss, inner peace, calmness, and so when someone bumps at you, that means that you pour water, or you pour nothing at all, or maybe bliss or joy. And I think that we're able to really create from maybe some kind of misfortune, maybe can really make a joyful situation. Not every single situation, of course. If someone passed away, will not create a joyful situation. But I think that we're able to really still keep inner peace in place and not bring out the worst parts of us, not reveal the worst parts of us, because we do not have anything to reveal. So today I will share what are the list of things that sometimes we put above inner peace, but all those things that we'll share are supposed to be below inner peace. That inner peace is much, much more important than the things that sometimes we put as a priority, on the pedestal. So number one is money. That's easy to understand. I think that a lot of times we put money above inner peace. But I think that the first thing is that if you have inner peace, to receive the money, to attract the money, is much, much easier. And I think that sometimes we have that belief that when I will have enough money, when I'll earn enough money, then I will have a moment to relax. And I think that this is totally wrong. I think that when we need to really pursue and we're able to pursue money with inner peace, and I think that there's a saying that if you are desperate, money runs away. If you feel that there's abundance of everything, you attract money. And I truly believe that, and that's why inner peace allows you to really have that abundance in your mindset. I really love the analogy as well that when you drink in the ocean salt water, you don't get fulfilled because that salt in the water brings even more thirst. So it means when you want money, the more you have, the more thirst you will have of the more money. So inner peace is much more important. Number two is status or recognition. And then people say like when I will have that status, people respect me, then I will finally feel secure. But I think that that's that understanding that status is borrowed, not owned. That means that it might be that you will lose status, not for your own mistakes, but on someone else's mistakes. I think understanding that, I think we need to understand that we need to seek that status and recognition by ourselves. We need to have status for ourselves. And what is that status and recognition by ourselves is inner peace. Inner peace, inner peace means that you don't need external validation. You are owning your self worth. You are owning self worth, and other people recognition is just a plus benefit, but not needed. Number three is control. If I can manage everything, I can be safe. That's exactly what kind of boss we might have. But I think that's the most important part of it is that a lot of times life will tear things up. A lot of things will happen what was not planned. And if we really seek control, we will not get it. Once in a while, we'll get control, but a lot of times that will potentially smash us into pieces. But when you really have inner peace, that means that you're able to stand in the storm still. You're able to stand in the storm without really blinking, because you know that that's exactly what inner peace brings. So it means that it's beautiful when you have ability to stand strong in the storm. It'll bring a lot of great things in relationships because you're able to be calm. You're able to bring in the business because people want tendency to really lean to oak tree energy, and I think that oak tree energy is from inner peace. Number four is being right. People want just right, and I think that sometimes feel if I will be right, I will be respected. But I think I learned that inner peace is so much more respected than being right. If you just want to be right just to being right, I think we'll lose a lot of wars. Maybe we will win a battle, but we'll lose a lot of wars. But inner peace allows you to really lose a battle, but have inner peace and be okay with that. Because you don't need to be right all the time. You just need to have that understanding, okay, what is important. I think that sometimes just lasting harmony is much more important to have that small victory under your belt. Number five is possessions. If I have enough, I will fulfilled. And I think that is exactly the thought that we have in our minds. But that's again, that doesn't bring inner peace. Inner peace is inner work. So the more we work on ourselves, the better it is. And we're able to really inner peace is a freedom from weight of ownership. I think that if we have and we lose things, that means we lose our inner peace. Inner inner peace not supposed to have conditions. Our inner peace not supposed to condition. So you said like if I have this and this and this, then I will have inner peace. That means if you lose those things, that you don't have inner peace anymore. And I think that if you want to enjoy inner peace, we need to own inner peace, and all the things extra will be just a benefit. Number six is busyness. And if I stay productive, if I keep busy myself, I will be valuable. That's potentially a thought could be in our mind. This is what people think. But I think that the truth is that sometimes we are busy not because that is a good thing for us, but because we want to be seen important. And sometimes we want to be able to run away from ourselves because sometimes people are not able to be with their own thoughts. They're not able to really sit in a quiet room because intrusive thoughts is coming to their way. They want to listen to something. They want to watch a movie. They want to watch something else. They want to play games, but they do not want to face themselves. And I think if you do not face yourself, then inner peace will never come. And I think that inner peace is when you're really able to really make stillness your safe place. And that's not threatening. Being able to be with yourself, by yourself, for a significant amount of time and enjoy that time, that is inner peace. Number seven is love from others. If I will be loved, I will be a whole. That's exactly what we potentially could think. But that's not true. Love is incomplete. Love could potentially leave us empty. And again, it might be that we understand that every single person is born and they will need to go away at some point. Maybe you, maybe other person, but someone will go away. And if you put that so much emphasis on love from others, we will lose that one way or another. That means that if you lose love, you will lose inner peace. That's not how it's supposed to be. Inner peace is a soil where love can grow without fear of loss. And I think that is a beautiful thing when you think about inner peace. It is it's a garden, and love is a beautiful flower or oak in that garden. So the most important, you have a garden to put that beautiful tree. Because if you put a beautiful tree in a wrong garden, of course, that will never flourish. And that's why I think that so many couples divorce, because they put that beautiful tree of love in the places where there's no inner peace. There's no garden for that love. Number 8 is revenge or justice. And I think that people want just closure. They want closure. They want to say, like, you deserve to get revenged. But I think that this is, again, carrying the luggage. Carrying the luggage. And I'm guilty of this. I had that carrying with myself. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to really do something to really prove that they did wrong. But I learned that, and it's beauty of saying that if you want to revenge, it means that you drink poison and you expect that other person will die. That's not how it works. But bitterness is poison for us, not for other people. And inner peace is cutting chains and walking away and letting yourself free. Forgiveness is letting yourself free. That is one of the most beautiful thing about forgiveness is that you let go yourself, not other person. Because bitterness is very heavy, very heavy. And when we're able to let that go, we're able to release ourselves from that heavy duty. Number 9 is constant stimulation. Something that means sometimes we think about, okay, we need to always do something, always in the run, always hustle, always entertain, always informed, always something. I think that's the most important part of this. Need to really overstimulation could really makes us numb of the stimulation. And the most important part, inner peace gives you patience and be able to say that I don't need that stimulation all the time. I just need sometimes going to nature, give myself time to reflect, to meditate, to pray, to relax, to rest, not rush anywhere. Even when I deliver my message, sometimes I rush to share all the things, and sometimes being able to really just to relax, just to think for a second, and being able to really slow things down. I think that's very, very important when you think about inner peace, because we not need constant stimulation. We need sometimes ability to really reconnect with ourselves and have that inner peace. The last one is personal confidence. That means when I'm bold, I feel free. When I feel confidence, I will feel free. I think loud confidence sometimes could show unrest in your heart. That's why a lot of bullies really actually are bullied by their parents, and they just show their disappointments of their life, of themselves. And bullies are most time hurt by themselves, and confidence could show that maybe there is hurt. But inner peace is a quiet strength that doesn't need to be performed. Inner peace, that's why so many leaders, amazing leaders, they are quite quiet, but they show their strengths, show their leadership capabilities when it's necessary, when it's needed, when the patience, calmness is the most important thing. When the storm comes, they're still standing, showing up and making things happen and able to really make decisions right at the corner. Rather than rushing, they have inner peace to reflect, to understand, to hear, and move forward. So, how do you reflect? Because I truly believe the older I get, I, the inner peace became more and more important. I truly believe that inner peace is one of the key foundational pillars of successful life. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.